Well, for the first time, you're defeated, huh? Because you're a man. You should, everything has to work. You're driven. You must be able to solve things. You must be able to get things running. And I wasn't. Things were not running.
Yeah.
And I had children, 2 young, beautiful daughters. And what am I going to do with them? Will I be able to raise them? Or should I let them go with their mother? We stayed in the same house. My bedroom was there, her bedroom was there, and there was never anything.
Yes.
We'd be talking just normal friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'd go out, and 2 years. So even the changing one, when we started courting, ilikuwa a bit
weird.
Weird. Yeah. And we started talking, talking about getting serious.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then she would ask me, are you sure you are ready after the ordeal you've undergone?
Yes.
I made a decision when I married this man. I love him for whom he is, and whatever he has, I also love it so much. And I adore these children because they are mine. If you have not met me and I told you those are not my children, you would never know.
What do you tell people who are raised in blended families? What's the easiest way to go about it?
To accept the family first, to get to know the person first. So there's no way you can love a husband and not love the children.
Yes.
There's no way you can love me as a woman and not love my children. Yeah, it cannot work like that.
Yeah, it
but
doesn't
if you
make
appreciate
sense.
each other,
Yeah.
then the family will flow.
Good.
She's never had an experience with a bad marriage, so I'll make sure that she'll live not to ever have one.
And like, oh, wow.
Yes.
Very good morning to you and a warm welcome to LNS Rebuilding Series. My name is Lynn Ngugi. Now, my guest today is giving love a second chance, and I love that I'm having this conversation with a man because he has gone through a lot, but he says right now his life is at a beautiful place with a beautiful woman, and she will be joining us so that she can also tell us how is it that they are able to gel their lives together. But don't underestimate this man's story. Often we don't hear of a woman leaving their kids behind, It's always sometimes men walking out and leaving the kids behind, but him, and I had the privilege of meeting his 2 wonderful daughters. That is something he has had to deal with, and I just want to know how he navigated, and exactly what it is also he does in Germany, and how he's able to help, especially men who are watching, rebuild their lives. I'm about to let him introduce himself, but before I do that, you guys you are now familiar with Maridadi Motors. I want to say thank you so much to them for powering this conversation. And I say, if you are looking for a vehicle, or if you are looking into investing in a circle, ama at a car wash, why don't you pay them a visit so that you are able to benefit? And of course, our new partners who are so incredible, Hyssop Properties Limited, Matters Land, Matters Development. Why don't you check them out? They were voted as the best real estate company 2022, and these guys are doing incredible things. Do not get conned out of your hard-earned money, especially when it comes to land. So pay Hyssop Properties Limited a visit so you are also able to benefit. And of course, I want to say thank you before we start to my incredible team, Muga, Edgar, Scholar, and of course Kelvin and Sam, for always coming through and making sure that you guys get to enjoy the best of our episodes. And now, without further ado, please allow me to let this man introduce himself. Hello, sir. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you, Lynn.
How are you feeling?
Very well.
Karibu Kenya.
Asante sana.
Yes.
Thanks for having me here.
It's an honor. I don't get to sit with a lot of men in these conversations.
Okay.
And I love that the trend is now changing. Many men are coming out and they are sharing their stories, giving other men strength to share their stories. So I don't take it for granted that you're here with us today. But kabla twende sana, please introduce yourself.
Well, my name is Robert Mushuno.
Okay.
I'm a father, a husband,
Yes.
a devoted Christian,
Yes.
a church elder,
Right.
and it's my passion. Family is my passion.
Family is your passion. You would say family works for you and marriage works for you.
Exactly.
How do you define that?
I can say it works because I really know both sides. I've had a broken marriage, and now I have what you may call a perfect marriage.
Yes.
And the two are quite different. And I'm really having the best time of my life.
Really?
And that's why I say marriage really works.
They say people don't see good things when they are younger.
Yes.
Once they start now being at a certain age, that's when they look back and they start appreciating good things.
Definitely.
Yes.
Yeah, well, you always go through a journey.
Yeah.
And at a time it comes, you sit and reflect, what have I had, what have I done so far? And then you start saying, oh, I was there, I came here, and I'm here.
Yes.
And you can say, I had ups, and then it came down,
Yes.
and now we are heading up.
We are heading up again.
Yes.
God's grace, even as you head up again. But your lady is here. She's here, and I've had to let her sit on the other side because all she was doing was smiling with you, Pale. When you think about her, what do you feel about her?
Peace of mind. Whenever I think of her, if I'm at work, things just run because I know when I get back home,
Yes.
I'll have somebody waiting for me,
Yeah.
waiting to receive me
Yeah.
with her whole heart. And with a home which she's made.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a home. Every time, whenever I am, I say, when do I get back home? Because it's a home where you feel you're at home.
Is that what men want? Peace of mind?
Definitely. That's exactly what. I've had friends
Yes.
and many men who, in work, actually wait when it's time to go home. They don't really want to go back home because they know if they go back home, there will be maybe a lot of stress.
Yes.
There will be chaos. I mean, there will be the quarrels and everything. But for me, when time comes to, I actually ask, sangapi, so that I can get back to my family.
You look forward to going home.
Exactly.
Hey, man, I'm loving this for you, sir. But before we even get deeper into the conversation, last time when we came to Germany, we were not able to even do a lot of shows from our brothers and sisters there due to unavoidable circumstances. I always say for me, energy is very important, and I can't put myself in a place that is costing us our mental wellness.
Exactly.
But I know we will be back there soon, and I can't wait to come back. And I know you guys had organized something beautiful for us, so I just want to say thank you first in advance for even supporting us before you met us.
I'm sure most of your fans who will see this show,
Yes.
They'll be happy to realize that you'll be coming.
Yes.
So whenever we come back, when we come back to Germany and say Lynn is coming,
Yes.
they know it's for sure.
No, I've said it here. I don't. First, I don't lie. It's not that I didn't want to show up. I could not show up because I like what I practice on this show. It's pure reflection of who I am, even off camera. We were not in a good peace of mind. Our lives had been disrupted, and I was like, we have a beautiful home to come to.
Yes.
So I had to make a very conscious decision and just come back home. But our people in Germany, let them not get worried. We will be back soon.
Oh, well, we were actually very happy to meet you
Yay.
and hear the side of your story because
Yes.
there were so many stories going around.
Yeah.
And we talked to you.
Yes.
And we heard what it was.
Yeah.
And we know, we had the stories we had.
Yes.
And now we can make a decision. I mean, we can express our own opinion of what transpired between the whole trip.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
And we are sure the next one is going to be a success.
I know
We
that
look
for
forward
sure.
to it,
You
yeah.
and your wife, you come with very beautiful energy. So I just wanted to put it out there because I know a lot of people in Germany will watch, but I know we are coming back and it's going to be beautiful.
Karibu
But
sana.
moving on, Robert, you have said you've enjoyed two sides of marriages, the broken one and now something you consider very peaceful. In your own words, if you could take us maybe through your story. But before that, what do you do in Germany?
Well, I'm an IT consultant working for one of the largest banks in Germany.
Oh, okay. We're going to celebrate you here. You're not just going to say working for one. If you're working for a large place, we're going to say, sir, go you. Congratulations. Congratulations.
Thank you.
How is it working there?
Well, Germany is a place where if you're determined and you know exactly what you want, you can really make it. And this is what I actually do. I mentor young Kenyans who are now in college and tell them, try to show them the way how you can make it in corporate Germany.
Yes.
Because some are very afraid. People say, oh, they are racist, they won't, I'm black. And it's not like that in Germany. A German looks at you, looks at what you have to offer, what you can put on the table.
Yes.
And the issue of race does not really come in corporate Germany. Yes.
In corporate Germany.
Yes.
That's beautiful, and hopefully once we come back there, you can give us more tips. But as I had said earlier, in your own words, take us through your story.
I came from very humble beginnings. I am what you may say a product of a single mother. Yeah. My mother got me at a tender age, but I always say, and love her for that. She knew she would not maybe be able to take care of me, and took me to her parents, my grandparents. So I grew my shosho. So I grew up with them. I actually was maybe 12 or so when I really realized that my grandparents were not actually my parents.
Yes.
Yeah, and I thought my mom was my tata, my auntie. Yeah, so I grew up there, and life was okay. Not very hard, but in terms of school, my grandparents never went to school, so they never really knew. Although they took their children to school, but there are some things like when I come from school, I have to do homework, I have to study, I have to learn. For them, it was if I come, then ng'ombe, you have to cater for the cows, you have to go to the garden. So school was not that. I didn't invest that much in school, but I always say God is gracious because I, at the end of the day, made it and did my CPE. Those days passed because in our school, I remember I went in a village school, so the first person was like, I had 35 points those days, and the second one had at around 28 days. Now that I was clever, but I think God was watching over me, and I'm always grateful for that. So I finished my primary school and I went to secondary school. Went through Jamhuri High School from 1st to 6th form.
You're Jamhurian?
I'm a Jamu guy.
Come on now. Okay.
Yeah. So I went from 1 to 6.
Yes.
And I always actually thank the government of Kenya because when I went to school, there were my grandparents could not afford my fees. So I applied for bursary and I got my bursary from 1st to 6th form. So I only had to cater for transport from Jamhuri to the village where I come from.
Yes.
And yeah, I made it. And after that, I was able to go to Germany where I did my college.
Okay.
And and was going to come back, but somehow got stuck there.
Yes.
And that's where I am now.
Life happened.
Life happened.
How long have you been there?
Well, I could say it must be over 28 years, going 30, because I came out of my high school.
Yes.
Yeah, immediately after high school, that's when I got a chance to go to Germany.
Okay.
And I've been there since then.
You made the best out of it.
Definitely.
Okay.
When I look back, I say, yes, I made the right decision. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yes.
And as a young man, of course, relationships come in here and there.
Yeah, definitely.
You need companionship, a partner here and there. Go on.
Yeah, I'm a family man.
Yes.
But at that time I didn't know her, but I was family man. So when I was working, when you start career, you make it in your career, and then a time comes when you say, well, now I want to settle. I want somebody, Like I said at the beginning, I love when I go back, my wife is there. So at that time I thought, every time I come back, the house is empty. The house is empty. On weekends I'm there, nobody is there.
Yes.
So you start thinking of,
1, 2, 3.
Getting married. Then, I met my wife. We had our first daughter.
Yes.
And things never really worked so well. So after our second daughter, she moved out. And I was left with the 2 young daughters. So that was a shattering time for my career because you are there, you're a father.
How old were they?
My oldest daughter was 1.5 years, and the other one was 6 months old.
Oh. And now they are 13 and 17?
16,
No,
16
and
16
11.
and going to 18, 17 and a half now.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
The 11 one is our youngest daughter, 12 years old.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that was a really hard time. You have 2 young children. So what do you do? Do I stop working? In Germany, you could stop working and go to, we call it social, where the government can cater for you. But I'm a person who likes earning my own money.
Yeah.
So I could not do that. And I started thinking of ways of taking care of these young girls. So I took them to my mother. And something, God works in a miraculous way.
Yes.
My wife, my present wife now,
Yeah.
got her, she lost her mom. And she had an aunt who was a friend to my mother. And so she could not cope with the situation. And this aunt told her it would make sense, to just leave everything you're doing
And go to Germany.
Get out of here. And she comes from Germany, so Germany was the first option. Come to Germany and get to, get a new environment until you can really cope with the situation. So she came, and she was staying with my mom.
Yes.
So when I came and I met her, and we actually, started sharing. We were friends. Became friends, and she was sharing. And she loved my daughters because she was staying with my mom.
Yes.
Yeah, they became friends with my mom. My daughters, I became friends with her, and so it developed. And today here we are.
Oh.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
I like how we've moved, but allow me to take you back.
Okay.
When people leave or when people walk out of your life, you try different things. Mediation,
Yes.
let's have a conversation. There are kids involved here. Of course, I always say no one goes into marriage wanting it to fail.
Yeah.
You are going even having kids because you want to be together. Did you try talking to each other? Did you try mediation? Did you have these conversations?
Well, we tried, but it never worked because there was also alcohol involved.
Okay.
And we tried therapy, but really
there was nothing
there was nothing much to do.
Okay.
Yeah, and so finally we said best is.
Yeah, but what does that do to a man, though, to you? Because I know men, you want to move from this stage to the next stage real quick, you know. Mentally, what did that do to you as a man?
Well, for the first time, you felt you're defeated, because you're a man. You should, everything has to work. And here you have a shattered marriage. It was not about who was wrong, but it was about you are the head of the family. You're driven. You must be able to solve things. You must be able to get things running. And I wasn't. Things were not running.
Yeah.
And I had children, 2 young, beautiful daughters. And what am I going to do with them? Will I be able to raise them? Or should I let them go with the mother? Should I let them go with just stay with my parents? But I said, I don't want to repeat what I went through. That being brought up by my grandparents. I want to bring back my kids myself. So I said I'll fight for them.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then now in your mom's house, there's this also beautiful lady. Did you see the beauty at first, or at first it was confusion, they shattered you and you just having innocent conversations together, bonding over your experiences?
Actually, I had said I'll never get married again. Yeah, I'll just raise my daughters and that's it. And she was there, and I go and we talk. And at that time, I was working a bit far from where my mom was living and where the kids were.
Yeah.
So we talk, and I'd go back. We'd come, and eventually we moved from that place to another place because I had to leave. I was actually living and working in Munich.
Yes.
It's around 500 kilometers from Frankfurt, where now the kids were.
Yeah.
So I would have to commit every Friday, you know, drive 400 kilometers, stay for 2 days, and get back to my workplace on Sunday.
Yeah.
Or Monday, early Monday morning,
Yes.
get back to work.
Yes.
And I said, no, this is not. I'm sure I can't do this for long.
Yes.
If I really want to take care of my kids. So I decided to switch jobs and go to Frankfurt. So now we started seeing more often.
Often.
Yeah.
What were the conversations like at the beginning, and at what point did you say, hey, Hapa, there's something here. There's something I can try.
You know, it's really funny because we are not actually talking about us.
Yes.
Yeah. She would tell me, Roba, you should get out, you know, because I'd come, I'd stay home, and she'd go out with friends.
Yes.
Yeah. So she'd tell me, hey, Roba, you should go out. You should not, you know, just stay at home.
Yeah.
And life continues. Yeah. Life continues, and we stayed. And one time, I remember it was. She killed me for this. So one day she was. Some friends of hers,
Yes.
Girlfriends,
Yeah.
they were to go out with her. So she was prepared, everything ready, dressed up. And something happened that they didn't show up. So me, I saw how she was dressed. And no, you know how you feel. You know, you've been waiting. They've been talking about going to this party for some time.
Yes.
And she's prepared, even bought a new dress and everything, prepared. And then they cancel last minute. So I said, Naya, what do we do? I mean, I see how
She was disappointed.
she was disappointed. And I'm here. I mean, so so I thought, we just take her out and, you know, give her company. So I called one of my nephews. At that time, I had already taken the kids from my mom and I was living with them.
Yes.
And she was living. She came to help.
Yes.
Yeah, with the kids.
Yes.
So I called one of my nephews. My sister also lives in Germany, and she has two sons.
Yes.
I called one of them called Kevin. I told him, Kevin, come and, you know, take care of my children. I want to take Maggie out. Yes. So we went out, and when we were having a drink, dancing, somehow the conversation changed from the conversations we used to have.
Yes.
It became what kind of guys do you like? Nini, I don't like guys who smoke. I don't like guys who drink. So namwambia, sana nanga, I don't drink and I don't smoke. And from there,
Ukaanza kuuza sera.
So from there now we started, you know,
going out.
as a date.
As you did now, the whole courtship.
Yes.
You must look at you, and I can see her there blushing and just smiling, you know. But the courtship period, how long did you date, and how was she interacting with your kids? And would you say there's a part of you that was healing? The more you talk about it, the more healing.
Yes. You know, I tell people, and some don't even believe. Said we stayed in the same house. My bedroom was there, her bedroom was there, and there was never anything.
Yes.
You know, we'd be talking just normal friends.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'd go out, and 2 years. So even the changing one, when we started courting, ilikuwa a bit
weird.
Weird. Yeah. And the children, you know, the children were young, so we would not let them know. And sometimes I tell her, hey, nitakuvisit, you know. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, but we stayed for some time in court, and eventually then we started talking, talking about getting serious.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then she would ask me, are you sure you are ready after the ordeal you've undergone?
Yes.
Are you sure you are ready? And I said yes.
Yeah. Had you gone through your divorce?
Yes, I was already divorced by then. Yes, yes.
And now you are like, you want to try again.
Yes, yeah.
Okay. I love this part.
Yeah. But she was not sure, and she actually said, "No, I'm going back to Kenya," because at the time when she left here, she was in college here, and then she said, "No, I have to go back to Kenya," and she came back, and after some time, I said, "No, I'll have to follow." So I followed
Here in
back.
Kenya.
Yes.
Okay, it's getting beautiful. All right.
Yeah, so I came back and stayed. Unfortunately, I could not stay long because I was
Of the kids.
Of the kids and went to work. You get maximum a month's holiday.
Yes.
You can't overstay. So I came and we stayed together for some time, talked, and I came back again and we'd talk on the phone with those days we didn't have WhatsApp with what do you call it?
Skype?
Skype, exactly, yes.
I'm not young, Robert, I'm not young.
So we'd Skype every day, talk, and eventually then, after some time, then we'd come back to Kenya, I'd come back with the girls.
Yes.
And we talked her. Now with the help of the girls, we talked her to coming back for good.
For good.
Yes.
Oh yeah. The girls were like, come with us.
They love her. They adore her. Yes.
That's beautiful. So she came back.
She came back.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then?
Yeah, so we stayed, we got married. We had a very beautiful wedding in Germany.
Yeah.
And we got our third daughter.
Wow.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Wow. How does it make you feel knowing even after this part of your life is over, another part comes in that makes you happy?
It makes me feel the feeling that if you fail today, you should not you don't let everything go, because next time you may be successful. So a failure should make you stronger
and aim towards
for to be successful the next time.
Yes.
The next day.
Yes. How did you empower her as your woman?
Oh, she's a very strong woman. I didn't have to.
Beautiful.
Yes, she's a very, very, very strong woman. And actually, since then, she even took me, to the next level, being a better man. Yes.
Wow. How so?
Well, it's somebody who, if you were sitting there, I think I'd not be able to talk because, she tells you, no, that's not the way things go.
Yes.
This is the way it should go. So she corrects me.
Yes.
And I love that. Yeah, because sometimes, there are some women who are just, the man is the king, so he can do everything, and he makes mistakes and nobody says anything. But when she sees a mistake, she says, it's not like that.
It's not like that.
We should do this, we should do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she mentors me in a way.
She does.
Yes.
So you water each other.
Exactly.
You water me, I water you.
The most important thing is she's not just my wife. We started as friends.
Wow.
And now that we are married, we became even better friends.
So
we are usually, sometimes, and it's not that we don't fight. No, yes, we do. And whenever we fight, then everyone goes to their places, and then I start, each of us thinks, are we fighting as friends or as husband and wife? So if we are fighting as husband and wife, there is a way we solve things.
Yes.
If we are fighting as friends,
there's a way you
there
solve
is
things.
also solve things.
What's the importance of friendship in marriage?
I think friends talk about everything. And married couples talk also about everything. There are some things you talk with friends which you do not talk with your wife.
Yes.
Yes. But between us, we are both. So we talk what married people talk about and what friends talk about. So sometimes we will have discussions as friends.
Yes.
Yeah. So there I don't even to think, you're damn. So we are talking as friends.
Yes.
Yeah. But as husband and wife,
Yeah.
nikisema hiyo,
Eh.
tatafuta kwa kulala.
Okay. But now do the kids the kids from your previous marriage, allow me to ask, do they ask you questions, and what answers do you give them
About
their mother?
Oh, we talk about everything. They know everything. Yeah. And now, like, especially the 17-year-old one is, the one is 16, the other one is heading to 18.
Yes.
They are of age.
Yeah.
So as they were young, we didn't pressure them, we didn't tell them anything.
Yeah.
And when it came time, we told them the story. And after that, then I actually told him, if you want to see your mother, you have a chance, you can do it. And they actually had a few, they met a few times.
Yes.
But for them, it was not working out for them.
Yeah.
So we never pressured them on that side. We just told them, and they knew. Yeah. And they knew.
Yes.
And the situation is like, my oldest daughter, every time she comes home, she comes home and she just, where's mama? I want to exchange moshene,
Yes.
know. So
Now,
yeah, the things they talk about, I don't even.
They want to exchange moshene?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. Are you happy?
Very happy. Yes.
Yeah. To people who look at marriages, because man, sometimes even the ratio of successful marriages to marriages that are not working out is high, to people who look at marriages and think, like, I don't want to do this, or marriages are a scam. What do you say?
That's, marriage is not a scam. Without a marriage, you have many, like you may have very many young children being brought up by single mothers. And I see that especially in my village. You have very many young boys and girls who've turned to drugs and alcohol. And the boy child is suffering. But I think the main problem is actually that they don't have this father figure. Yeah? In my case, I had my grandfather as the father figure. So moms are strong, women are strong.
Yes.
And they may bring very young, strong children, but they have this, the mother in them.
Yes.
Yeah. So you are bringing a boy child just as a mother, and when he comes of age, he's not able to cope with the situation because he doesn't have this father figure. I think that's one of the main problems we have in my community, that we have very many young boys who are now turning to drugs and alcohol, and they are not even able to get it to work and such things. I believe that's one of the main reasons you always need a father, especially for the boys.
To emulate.
Yeah, exactly.
How is marriage life like for your peers in Germany or our Kenyan brothers and sisters there?
We have quite a number of married people, married couples, but we have a very large interracial marriages, Kenyans with Germans and Germans with Kenyans. But some of them, not all, some of them are actually based what you may call marriage of convenience.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that exists.
Yes, that exists because somebody wanted to have
the papers.
The papers, so they are forced to marry, and the other wanted, and then after some time waiting for after some years, then I go my way, she goes her way, and but there are quite a number of marriages, and we with my wife try to mentor, especially young couples, talk to them, show them that marriage works. So both as we are both community leaders, as well as in the church in the church fraternity, where we have a Kenyan church in Frankfurt, and we try to mentor people, and yeah.
Okay,
So,
that's good.
yes.
How is the feedback like on the mentorship?
Well, very well, very well. Yeah, especially if anybody, I tend to ask my wife, why don't you just study social work? Because anybody knows that has a problem, they just call her, Maggie, I'm having this and this with my husband, and she talked to them, and yeah, they get back together,
Yes. Yes.
and yeah.
And I know she's a bit camera shy, but guys, I'm about to invite Maggie. Maggie, karibu sana. You have to tell us 1, 2, 3. Maggie,
Yes.
karibu sana.
Asante.
Yes, kabla hata tuendelee zaidi, ebu introduce yourself.
Okay, my name is Margaret Mushono. Mushono is the guy seated here.
Yes.
And I call myself Queen because I know I'm a queen.
Yes.
And that also, when I go somewhere, I tell so many people in Germany, the queen has arrived. So I like doing like this. So when I come, we started doing like this.
Yes.
Do like this.
Yeah.
So I'm happy. You address yourself how you want people to address you.
No, I love that.
Yes.
So this is your king.
Yeah, this is my king. Yes.
I asked him what he thinks about you. What do you think about your king?
Wow. I don't know what I can say about him, but there are so many things I can say about him.
Yes.
First of all, what he said before, that when he asked me what kind of a man I wanted,
Yes.
I said I wanted a God-fearing man.
Yeah.
But that time, he was not a church person. Now, for me, I was putting him aside a little bit because I told him, hey, you have passed no alcohol, no smoking, but hapa kwa church,
Kuna
you have to
kakitu.
do something about it.
Yes.
He actually took that thing seriously. He got born again.
Wow.
And we joined a church in Frankfurt.
Yes.
It's now turning 10 years old.
Oh,
we have been there. It's called Mount Hebron Ministries.
Beautiful.
Our pastor is Pastor Jane. That's where we worship together.
Yeah.
I love him because he has supported me in so many ways.
Yeah.
Family-wise, his family, taking care of the girls, taking care of me. Me first, I come first in his life.
Yeah.
Then anything else comes second.
Yes.
Such that when he's not at home, I normally call him, hey, we mse, kwani umefika wapi? Hey, you guy.
You guy, my guy.
Yes, I call him, you guy. Wewe umefika wapi? Then he tells me, 20 minutes. Na ikifika 5 minutes namwambia, ai kwani ukuji? Ama umeona mtu kwa highway and then you forgot about me. Now it's like that's how we stay in our home.
Yeah.
We are friends first of all before anything else. We are friends. And I think our girls, if they were here, they could give a testimony of that. In our home, we are all jokers and comedians. That's what I tend to think.
Yes.
Because we joke a lot. They would tell me, hey, Mama, your husband has not yet come. I'll tell them to go and have a shower. And they'll tell me, hey, your husband is not there.
Yeah.
Then I'll keep on waiting for him.
Yes.
Yeah, he's a very supportive person, not only to me, also to people that he meets. The first time you meet him, you like him.
I know. You remember? It was so beautiful when we met, guys. I was like, oh God, we missed a beautiful opportunity in Germany, but look at God. It's coming.
Yes.
You said the girl, now you are raising 3 girls together.
Yes.
How do the girls perceive you? What relationship do you guys have?
Well, we have age-mate relationships because they don't take me serious. Actually, until I have a very loud voice.
Yes.
So until I put my authoritative voice, that's when they understand, Mama is serious.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'll tell them, they start laughing. We are just best of friends.
Yeah.
When my elder daughter goes to school, that is his daughter, but she's mine. She's mine 100%.
Yeah.
And in Kikuyu, we say nobody can tunya you. That one is mine. She's mine.
Yes.
Yes, and she comes from school. She really looks forward to come home to tell me. Imagine she tells me from morning 8 when she left the house until the time she comes back. Even sometimes I tell people tell me, Maggie, why do you get so upset when she tells you that? Because she'll tell me from morning what she did until
Her
evening.
whole day.
Yeah,
Yes.
she's looking forward. That's why she said, oh, Mama, I have kamoshene. She knows she can't talk in very good Kikuyu.
Yes.
Then when she said, oh, Mama, I have kamoshene to tell you now, I'd be like, yeah, give me the gist.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how we relate with each other. We are best of friends.
Yes.
And I made a decision when I married this man that I love him for whom he is, and whatever he has, I also love it so much. And I adore these children because they are mine. I don't have if you have not met me and I told you those are not my children, you'd never know.
You'd never believe it. Wow.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
What's your view on marriage right now? Because you guys have been together for long, What's your view about marriage right now?
Well, I think you should first understand each other, take time, learn what does he like, what do I like. I think from that you can perceive what you want in marriage. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And she doesn't really she's never had any experience with a bad marriage, so I'll make sure that she'll live not to ever have one.
And wow.
Yes.
Sir, ladies are clapping for you on the channel right now. You will make sure she never
have a bad marriage.
Have a bad marriage. That's powerful. Words have power.
Yes.
Manifestation works. You see a future together and you proclaim it and you manifest good things upon it.
Yes.
But other than that, I had said you had organized something beautiful for us in Germany last time when we couldn't make it. What do you do?
Okay, myself, I'm an event organizer. I do events, I do weddings, I do birthdays, and I'm also an MC. Yes, I MC for weddings.
Yes.
And yeah, I've done a couple of them from Moroccans and Kenyans too. And I really love the job because it's something that I do it with a passion.
Where did it come from?
Well, when I was doing my wedding, there's a way I wanted my wedding to be like.
Yeah.
And there's a lady who did my wedding and she did a perfect job.
Yes.
Then what I felt, I wanted somebody else to feel about it. When you have a wedding, I don't want you to sleep thinking, oh, do I have a location? No. Location, food, DJ, that I take that burden out of you and I make your day beautiful.
Yes.
From limos, from DJs, you chain everything.
Hey, you do.
And I want you to slay on your day.
Yay.
Yes, without stress.
Yes.
The only stress you have is only giving me your card to do the transaction. That's the only stress. Otherwise, you have to sit, sleep, and sleep.
And have a beautiful day.
Yes.
I love what you guys...
I wish I had met her
before
my wedding because
on
our wedding,
yes,
I had met her so that she can organize our wedding.
Did you ask yenyu wawili?
We had some friends who were organizing, but on the wedding day, she was not at ease because some things were not running the way it was. And I would see she's there. It's like we are on the high table. It's like she wants to, to go and fix things. Yeah. That's how bad it was.
Yes. Are you proud of her?
Very, very proud of her.
Yeah.
Yes.
When you see her doing the events, running around, empowering herself, how does that make you feel?
It feels she does perfect. She has when she does something, she wants it to be done perfectly.
Yes.
Sometimes I suffer because sometimes I'm in the background helping.
Yes.
But I'm told that's not the way things go. And I know whenever she have an event, there'll be a lot of work for me because I'll be helping her.
Yeah.
And she does things. She likes things to be perfect. She likes perfecting things.
Okay.
So whenever in an event she does,
it's
always on point.
On point. Maggie, what do you tell people who are raised in blended families? What's the easiest way to go about it?
The easiest way to go about it is only to accept the family first, to get to know the person first. When you love the person, the Kikuyu say, what do they say? Ogeda ng'ombe wedena kamukwa kayo. Literally that says,
yes.
You cannot love
the cow and hate the kamba.
Yeah.
Kamba, my people.
Yes.
Yeah. You cannot do that. So when you met that person, he told you I have children. How do you take it from there? Because the first time it was not really easy because I was a young girl taking care of small children, and I didn't know how to do it because in my family I'm just there last. So I didn't know how to do it. But his mother really helped me.
Yeah.
I was asking him, and the sister. Duta really, she's a really nice. She really helped me raise the children, and he also helped me a lot because without him, there would not be this family.
Yes.
Because for men, you should, when you marry a woman, you should first tell him, "These are my children.
Yes.
If you love me, you also have to love them."
Yeah.
So there's no way you can love a husband and not love the children.
Yes.
There's no way you can love me as a woman and not love my children. Yeah, it cannot work like that.
Yeah, it
but if
doesn't
you
make
appreciate
sense.
each other,
Yeah.
then the family will flow.
Good.
Without having something behind your mind.
Yes.
You know, it's very hard to take care of others' children because what I can say is that if you listen to people, then you cannot go to your seal.
Yeah.
But if you do what you like and you do what you love, you'll get it there.
Yeah.
And you don't do it for him,
Yes.
you do it first for God.
Because it's the right thing to
Yes.
do. I love that.
Yes.
How do you keep the fire burning in your relationship, Mr. Robert? Eh?
Well, actually, it's just being real. It's just being who we are. Yeah.
Do you take her for dates?
I can't lie that we don't that much. But the thing is, we spend so much time together that you don't really realize that you are not having any dates. Yeah.
It's dates every day.
It's dates every day.
Yes.
And but now that the girls are getting older, we'll have so much time on our side
Yes.
that we'll be doing things
Together.
Yes.
Yes. Maggie, what are some of the things you want to do with Mr. Your King here?
I just love being with him, and the fact that he goes to work, that's the most difficult times when we part ways, yeah? Just being with him, even without going for holiday or anything, for me it's perfect.
Yes.
Yes.
But she's lucky, man. Nowadays I almost do
Home office.
home office, so
You work from home.
even when I'm working, I'm around, so she
Yes.
can always, he's there.
He's there.
And
Hi, darling. Hey. I love this. Is so you have such beautiful energy between the two of you. That's beautiful, and I hope that when people watch this, they decide to give love a second chance.
Yes.
I don't think love should end because someone walked out of your life.
Sure.
I think everyone deserves love and to be loved in return. Yeah. What do you think?
Yes.
there are some who actually love each other and maybe separate, not like in our case was irreparable, but there are some cases where they can be salvaged, the marriages. And that's actually what she does most. Talk to the people, think beyond him. Yeah. What do you think life is going to be after? Or do you think everybody else has a happy marriage? Talk to other people.
Yeah.
And sometimes she talks to them and they actually reflect and see that, and talk to other couples and see that, realize that their marriage is actually far better than many which you see outside.
You see out here.
Yes.
Ah, that's what you do.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
you bring couples together.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
That's now have become my new passion.
Hey.
I want people to enjoy what I enjoy, and that I in Germany we have so many parties that people have planned, but I've never heard anybody doing a couples dinner. That's why there's a need for us to start coming together as couples,
And families.
and sharing things together in this, not only in Valentine, even when we have time. Most of my friends are married, so we visit each other and we exchange notes as we talk.
Yes.
And that's really fruitful with the group that I work with. They are very...
Yes, when is the next one? You don't know if we are also a couple. Yes.
We are doing couples, not singles.
Yes.
Not singles even.
Mama, who said I'm single?
No, I'm telling you. Who said next time you come? You have to have a hookup.
Yes.
You have to come with someone.
Yeah, someone someone is there.
And someone holding hands like this.
Don't worry about it,
Aha,
sis.
yes.
Si unasikia kwa kuna marriage ya convenience.
This one is encouraging you
I
to
might,
do that.
I might as well come there for convenience and show up for that dinner with my partner or convenience.
Probably February. I think the date is
17th of February next
17th
year.
of February
We are
next
going
year.
to spice up your marriage.
You
Come and get ready to be spiced to
we are
another
coming.
level. Eh?
We are coming.
Yes.
Yes.
And beyond spicing up the marriage,
Yes.
there's also one aspect we also try to mentor young couples.
Okay.
It's investment.
Yes.
Yeah, we try to teach people how to invest. Especially even back home. Sometimes you want to come back home, or even if you don't come back, you have something here. You visit your parents.
Yes.
So investment is one of the topics we
What's
handle.
the greatest challenge facing people who want to invest back home, especially in diaspora?
Usually, I think the biggest is getting trustworthy partners. Yeah, there's so many have been swindled of their hard-earned money, and there are quite a few, but there's the majority of the people in the diaspora really work hard. They do manual jobs.
Yes.
The money they earn is hard-earned, and it's saddening when suddenly somebody comes or sends even their relatives money. Even we've had cases of people sending money to their parents and being shown pictures of houses that are being built.
Yes.
But maybe the neighbors, and when they come here, they find they have
Hot eyes.
hot eyes. We have even had cases of people who've killed themselves. Yeah. So we tell the people to think and do their due diligence before they invest, to know who they're investing with and how so that they don't lose their money. Yeah.
That's beautiful. I love what you guys are doing. I love that you are deep-rooted into making sure families are deserving of great chances.
Exactly. Yes.
You are making sure that you are passing the knowledge. But allow me to ask you this, because you work in corporate Germany, right?
Yes.
And there's a story I did, and the person said, even this is for the people who maybe want to come and work in Germany. And they said, even when you're looking for a job, understand that even some of the high jobs can belong to you. You don't always have to go and settle for something. There, you can actually work in corporate Germany. What do you want to tell people about that?
Like I think I said at the beginning that in Germany you can do
Anything.
and become whoever you want to be.
Yes.
You only have to be determined and also have know what you want.
Yes.
Yeah? If I say I want to do this, the opportunities of like studies.
Yeah.
In Germany, you don't pay for
Studies.
tertiary education. University don't pay. You have vocational trainings, which you do not pay for.
Yeah.
And in Germany, it's like I could have here in Kenya is if you fail high school, that's end of it. You can't go to campus.
Yes.
In Germany, there is no failing. You the education system is structured such a way that at an early age you decide I want to go to college. You go to a certain school. You decide I want to go to I want to learn a trade. You go to another leg of, and then there are some who say I want to be a masonry. I want to be a mechanic. You have you have another branch.
Yeah.
So there are 3 branches of schools. But at the end of the day, it's not like if I go to this branch where I say I want to do jobs like a mechanic, or it does not mean that you have no chance of going back.
Yeah.
The system is very porous.
Good.
So I can I do my mechanic.
Yes.
Then after I do a few more courses, I do my mechanical engineering, and that qualifies me to go to college and do my master's, my bachelor's.
Yeah. So just put in the work.
Just putting the work.
Yes.
Work hard. Do whatever you're doing. You perfect it. That gives you the qualification to go to the next level.
Good.
So everybody wants in Germany who wants to do even if I fail high school, I become a mechanic or whatever manual job, a master. If I continue perfecting what I do, I have a chance to go and do some courses and get my degree or whatever.
All right, so I believe I'm gonna see you guys in Germany.
Definitely.
With my convenient partner. I am attending that dinner.
We're looking forward to
If I
that.
come alone or with a shadow behind, I am coming.
You're welcome.
Yes, I believe I'm gonna
I'm
see.
sure many of your fans will be there.
But I can only imagine. But as I had said, I was offering an explanation to anyone that reached out.
Yes.
But I'm gonna see them. I feel like February is going to be an amazing month.
You're welcome.
Looking forward to seeing them, covering what you guys are doing out there.
Thank you.
And may God continue opening doors for you. And to all those, I think there were almost 200 plus people that we
Yes.
didn't see. I'm gonna see them. This one I'm telling them on camera.
Yes.
Last time I was being spoken for. So Germany, we are coming
Yes.
and we are going to have beautiful, impactful stories together, and they can start submitting their stories at well.
Yes.
Here ndio hiyo email info@lnn.digital wasiseme wakuambiwa. But that aside, there's something we always do here on the show when we bring our couples together. So looking at each other, maybe Robert, you can go faster. You can look at your queen. What do you want to tell her?
Baby, I love you. Nikikuona moyo wangu. I love you so much. You're the perfect bride. You are the perfect mother. I would not wish another day without you.
Ati ukimwona moyo
Unatetemeka.
Unayoma. Exactly.
That's beautiful. Maggie, what do you want to tell your king?
I don't want my heart to yoyoma, but I just want to tell you, you are the most amazing person that I ever met in my life, and I want to do even the next life with you. You made me so happy and you made me so proud, and you have really stood by me. You have made me who I am, that I can step in front of people and say, hello guys, Mrs. Moshono is here. I'm so proud of you. Yes. And thank you very much for always standing behind me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Oh, that's beautiful. May God bless your union.
Amen.
May He bless the work of your hands.
Amen.
I know you're very passionate about events and just wanting to touch people's lives. So may He open that door for you. May we one day speak about Maggie as one of the most high-profile event organizers in the world.
Amen. And it's going to pass.
Own it.
I will.
And it will come to
Yes.
pass. Mr. Robert, thank you for blessing us with your testimony. Any man that is out there and is going through what you went through, and maybe they are stuck, they don't know what to do, what would you want to tell them?
First of all, thank you so much for having you there. You are also an inspiration to many.
Thank you.
Continue doing the good job you're doing.
Thank you.
For people out there,
Yeah.
love your women,
Yes.
take care of your children, try and aim high, and believe in God, and everything will be perfect.
Will be perfect. Good. Maggie, what do you what words do you want to leave our audience with?
If you give life a chance,
Yeah.
a chance will get you.
Wow.
Yes.
Open your heart.
Open your heart to a second chance for all those who have divorced. And there are some ladies like us who are waiting. We were waiting and we found you.
Yeah.
So if you find your leap, don't hesitate.
Yes.
Because destiny, there's some people who come to your life as a blessings, and there are some people who come to your life as it's just a bridge to cross over.
To the next place.
Yeah. So take care of who you find.
Yeah.
Yes.
Open your heart and a chance might find you.
Yeah, like it found me. And you see this girl from a village flying to international countries. Yes. I never thought for one day that I would leave my village. I come from a very deep village in Kiambu, but this guy has made me to see so many things that I didn't even imagine. I've gone to so many places that I have never dreamt of. There is a girl there somewhere sitting and saying, oh, my mother is a grocery seller. My mother used to sell a kiosk in GSU. Look at me, a girl who her mother didn't have a name. I have a name,
Yes.
and I'm proud of it. You should also dream of having a name of yourself. You don't need to get connection. God will send someone to make you close to that place. Yes.
You're
And the
forgetting.
queen.
The queen. And the queen. You forgot, girl. You forgot your title. And the queen. I appreciate you.
Yes.
Please pass my love to my people
Sure, we will.
in Germany.
Sure, we
Yes. Tell them we will be there. Everything happens for a reason.
Yes.
And there can never be a testimony without a test.
Yes.
And I feel like I'm in beautiful hands. I'm in safe hands.
Yes,
I
you
feel
are.
I'm home. So
Just try
I
us.
can't wait to
Yes.
just come and
Yes.
see you guys and just cover beautiful stories
Amen.
from there. Before we wind up, anything you want to add that you feel like maybe we should touch on? We are good?
Yeah, good.
Let's wrap this
Yes.
up. And when you go to Germany, please tell your people about 3 amazing people.
Yes.
Tap, send. You will even be my first recruits. Please download an app called Tap.
Okay.
Send money now here using Tap. This will go a long way.
Okay.
I need to be able to prove to also the people working with me that I can deliver.
Okay.
So tell your friends to download Tap and send money back home. And if they use my promo code, they will be able to get a cash back.
Okay.
Germany, you use euros.
Yes.
So if it's your first time you are sending 50 euros, they'll get a cash back of 15 euros.
Okay.
Hizo tena wanaweza nitumia isaidi. Why do you need 15 euros, you guys, you know? So tell them to use Tap. Ni sawa. Spread the word for me. By the time I'm coming, at least let's have a couple of people using. It's good. I'm not just actually advertising it because it's I've interacted with those people on a personal level. And they are good people. And a good person deserves a good word. So tell your people to use what?
Tap.
Good. Hapo. Wakitaka kununua mashamba, waende Haiso Properties Limited. Wanunue shamba. Mukitaka magari mnaenda wapi?
Maridadi.
Hey! My job here, my grace, you guys, the way you come through for me. Asanteni sana. Wakitaka magari, Maridadi. Wakitaka shamba, Haiso. Mkitaka kutuma pesa, Tap. Send. My job here is done, my people. I hope you've learned something from today's conversation. Thank you for honoring us with your presence and for just encouraging our audience. And I hope the comments that follow on the comment section can also strengthen you guys and make you see what you've done. Sometimes we share our stories and we think we just shared a story only after the comments come back that you are like, oh, I can't believe we inspired so many people. So may God go before you even as you go back. And I can't wait to see you guys again. And to you, my people watching, as always, send me your thoughts on the comment section. Let me know what you think. And if you're there and you're in a marriage and you want to testify and give a testimony and let people know that marriage works, info@lnn.digital, that's where I am. Send me an email and who knows, we could be hosting you and your lovely husband or wife on the next episode of Rebuilding Marriage Works edition. I love how you guys are loving rebuilding. Jesus Christ. I didn't know that the reception would be this big for rebuilding. So to all the people that even have agreed to share their stories with us, asanteni sana. I don't take it for granted. To our amazing partners at Tap Send, Haiso Properties, and also Maridadi Motors, thank you for always coming through to just sponsor us and make sure that we continue delivering content. Si rahisi. If you don't have people holding your hand, mutamka tu mpate mtu amesema sifanyi kitu. So it's not easy. But when you have people holding your hand, it becomes even more impactful. So share your thoughts with me, and who knows, tunaweza kuwa hapa tukipiga story. So mimi situonane kesho guys, 10 a.m. My people in Germany, I'm gonna see you. Let God's will be done. I'll see you guys in February, and we are going to have an amazing time and beautiful stories. And who knows, we can tour Europe once again. So for now, my only confirmed place that I know for sure we're gonna be in February, it's Germany, but I know we'll have a schedule for Europe around the same month, so you can start sharing your stories with me and we can touch base. Ni sawa sawa. Tuonaneni kesho my people, 10 a.m. Sisahau watu wangu elegance. Sijavaa elegance, but go support them. Sawa sawa. Peace out.